national infrastructure. Now, that's been a major focus in the United States. What's the future of roads and bridges, ports and railroads right here at home? Joining me to discuss this topic, Felix Rohatyn of Rohatyn Associates, also former U.S. Ambassador to France and Managing Director at Lazard. Now, we're also joined by Ed Rendell. He is the Governor of Pennsylvania. Governor, Ambassador, welcome to the program.
Well, nice to be here.
Governor, let's begin with you by asking, what can the United States do in order to, in a sense, jumpstart the spending that's going to take, the planning that's going to take to rebuild infrastructure in the United States? Is it a national infrastructure bank?
Well, Pim, before I answer that, I just want to follow up on your analogy to Haiti. You know, Americans look at how Haiti crumbled and they say, well, we've got a much better infrastructure like that. Nothing could happen like that here. But truth be told, it's happened in Cedar Rapids and in New Orleans with Katrina. Our infrastructure, our levees, which are part of our infrastructure, were inadequate. They weren't up to date. They weren't modern. And as a result, damage occurred and lives were lost at an incalculable rate. So we need to get on with this and get on with it fast. Can we do it? Sure. The president gets it. The Congress is moving in the right direction. We need a significant plan, and to do it, we need to get it out of the political venues of bridges to nowhere and earmarks and get the major projects, national, regional projects of significance, funded through a professional infrastructure bank. The European Union has one, and it works. And if we design one along the lines that Felix Rohatyn has proposed, we will be able to jumpstart infrastructure revitalization in this country.
That's your cue, Ambassador Rohatyn. Well, tell me, what are we going to do? We need some kind of national infrastructure bank? How would something like that work?
Well, first of all, I want to say hello to the governor, who's an old friend and a great force for this project. We have to do this. It's not a question of do we want to do this. We have to do this because the country has been sort of crumbling. And when you look around the world at the competition that is coming at us, not only from Europe because they've been there, but when you read what's on the docks for China in terms of investment in transportation, in harbors, etc., we're not even close. And if we're going to come halfway to a decent infrastructure, which we need for our productivity, which we need for our standard of living, we're going to have to do it very, very soon, and we're going to have to do it very aggressively. We're going to have very good people in charge of it. We're going to have a plan, probably a national plan. We have to have a bank because otherwise we just never focus on anything. And Governor Rendell has been very, very supportive, has been a strong advocate of this, and we just talk too much about it and do too little.
So what is the next vital step? Is it getting Congress to pass legislation that would create a domestic national infrastructure bank?
Yes, exactly. It's exactly what we have to have.
Governor Rendell?
In fact, Pam, you're exactly right. And next Wednesday in Washington, Felix, myself, Building America's Future, the group that I co-chair with Governor Schwarzenegger and Mayor Bloomberg, Senator Dodd, Congressman DeLauro, 35 different groups. We're going to call on the president and the Congress to put the National Infrastructure Bank legislation in the new jobs bill. The jobs bill has another infrastructure component.
All right, we're going to continue the conversation about infrastructure. Don't go away. We've got more with Governor Ed Rendell as well as Ambassador Felix Rohatyn, a closer look at how to spend on infrastructure.
Bloomberg Television is brought to you by Scottrade.